if people in the West only understood that there is a science behind the subtle energy system and consciousness
Mhm.
and valued it, there would be so much more thriving and so much less suffering in the West. And what you're just talking about is the valuing of it. And the simple truth that today, being the Great Reset, we just have entered into times where it's going to become increasingly clear for people who need that increased clarity that it is the non physical, the metaphysical, that, or the spiritual, that creates the material. So, of course, you would spend time in the source of creation. When we are also, one of the other things coming up now is that we're going to see how much more we're creating our reality. So, of course, you want to spend time in that from which you're creating your life experience from. So, it's like a reversal. I had such a breakthrough last night when I was looking at something to work with from the people attending the Chinese New Year Fire Horse activating portal that have been with me all week with live Zooms every day. And there was something I was looking at with co creation. And there was something I experienced in the last 72 hours during this week as we're heading into as we were heading into today's energetics that was more about like a closer to my body physicalization of when I'm focusing on what I desire to co-create, what I intuit also that wants to get co-created through me. So both of those at the same time, to have the target closer to my physical body, to have it. I'm not going to go into it any further than that, other than I discovered that in the last 10, 14 years since 2012 that we've been in this 20-year window, it has been more focused on people elevating their consciousness so that we can have the hope to birth a new era. All the protests, all of the different movements, all of the toppling of the top, where there's been abuses of power, all of the spiritual revolution that's been happening with the increase in yoga classes, meditation apps, etc. Now here we are in that world that we have been looking to co-create, to have manifest, to be living in the golden new era. And we're here now at the very precipice of it. And of course, I'm, on the cutting edge of it. And so I'm understanding it's different tools that are required and that are going to be able to be played with in this time now, different than what we've been experiencing for the last 14 years. So we're totally ahead of the curve. You are, having your spiritual practices and being able to having the valuing that you do of your inner world, and now the increasing self mastery over yourself, so that it's going to be easier as we go along. There's changing universal laws. I mean, this is reckoned to be similar to, like I said last time, the Neolithic Revolution, when we stopped being nomads, hunters and gatherers, and went into agrarian-based communities. There is the same level of revolution that the astrological alignment that came in today is bringing in. So, I mean, I'm smelling it, I'm sensing it, I'm seeing it affect my thoughts and creation. So, yeah, get ready for change, mate. And yummy change, too, especially because you're ahead of the curve for having done all the work you've done.